Hey there, nature lovers. It is Jackie from Eco Endeavor, and today I want to talk to you about lupin. So this is lupin. I don't know why I went like that because I'm not eating this. Although you can apparently eat lupin, but some varieties are toxic, and honestly, I don't know if this one is or not. I feel like the indigenous people maybe have learned how to eat it properly, but I got enough food to eat. I'm not going to be eating the lupin. But what I am going to be doing is harvesting the seed pods so that I can spread lupin all over my yard. So lupin is a wildflower and it's native to BC and many other areas. And when the seeds have turned brown, they are ready to be harvested, or to be harvested so that you can spread them. Now, you don't want to get them when they're green. You want to get them when they're brown like this, but you want to get them before the sun cracks them open. Like this is already getting a little dangerous that they are going to, when they start to turn black, that they will spread everywhere. I just grabbed some examples to show, like this one is definitely not ready. It's too green. This one is brown. This is kind of when you want to get it. Black, this one's like ready to pop open pretty soon. You can see it starting to crack. This one has cracked, and then this is what it looks like when it pops completely on the plant, like it just twists like that. And this is in my fenced area. The deer do not eat these, so I want to spread them out everywhere else. The pollinators love them. I love them. They look beautiful. They're actually great as well as a chop and drop plant if you are just wanting to have some extra biomass in your garden. So I'm also going to chop these down as well to add that biomass to the garden. I want to harvest as many seeds as possible, and then I'm going to spread them again all over the place. Now, lupin actually doesn't flower in its first year. It flowers in its second year. So if you do want to have some flowering for next year, you can dig some up from the ditches and in a sustainable way and transplant them to your garden. That's how I got these to flower for this year. Is last year I went into the ditches here and I dug up a plant for myself, and like a pretty small plant. I was worried it was going to die. It looked really pathetic. I was like, oh, this is not going to be happy, because they're a very deep rooted plant. Oh, that's why people love them, is because they're a nitrogen fixing plant and they also have a deep tap root, and they're beautiful. The bees love them. I love them. I mean, why would you not want these in your garden? They're gorgeous. So you can actually dig them up from the ditch and replant them into your garden, and they will grow and you will get flowers for the next year. All the native plants are so much stronger than anything that you are bringing into your garden that is not native. Well, maybe just perennials. Perennials in general, I think, are badasses. They're pretty strong. It just rained last night hard, so I don't want to actually harvest these because they have a risk of getting mold on them. So I'm going to wait till the sun dries these plants out, and then I will show you how to get these little seed pods. What I've been doing every day is just going and cutting off any more that have started to get really brown, because they are starting to crack open from the sun. So I wanted to, even though like they're not all ready to be harvested because some are still green at the top, I don't want like a whole bunch of seeds to drop in the garden. So I've been just going in, and as soon as I start to see the bottom ones get black, I've been cutting them off. So I've had my bucket of lupin drying in the sun, and I originally thought that like the green pods were not going to dry on their own after being harvested, but I was wrong. Like I just cut these ones the other day, so those ones I will leave, but all of these, like when I pulled them, some of them had started to turn black and pop open, but not all of them, and they did. They just continued to dry in the sun. So as long as I think some of them have started to dry, or like half the stem, then you can harvest them. And the sun does just like, they kind of jump a little bit so they can throw that seed, but they pop and then they just like they explode. They like have a little twisty thing here. So the sun has done most of the work for me. I can still see some are still in there, so I'm actually going to leave as much of these as I can for the sun to continue to pop open, and then I'll be able to just harvest the seeds. Oh, one just popped. Harvest the seeds from the bottom of this bin, and like they are going outside the bin, so I've moved this to a spot where I don't care if more lupin grows on its own there. These are what the lupin seeds look like. They're black. And again, like I just touched this pod and it snapped open on its own, so that's how I know it's dry. So I'm actually not gonna really snap any on my own. I'm just gonna let nature do its thing, and then I will have all these seeds to be able to spread around. You can see here the aphids really like lupin as well, which I don't mind because it's kind of a trap crop. Like you can eat the lupin, like stay away from my cabbages. But yeah, just plant extra, just plant lots. Lupine is just such a great plant to have in your garden. It's a perennial wildflower. It is nitrogen fixing. The pollinators love it. It's beautiful to look at. You can use it as cut flowers. You can chop and drop it and add that nitrogen to your soil and biomass through the chop and drop method. It's just a great wildflower, and I hope that you try to find some and put some in your garden. Or perhaps it grows wild already where you are and you know how to harvest those seeds now, so go out and get some or dig up that plant and yeah, add it to your gardens. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.